as you have got the highest XP points I've ever seen. Jamie, do you want straight on or do you want right? If we go straight on, it's following the road, going that way, and round the back to the peat marsh, or that way and down around the peat marsh. Which way? Straight on or right? You're being right. Sounds good to me. Save me little legs some. Will we see the deer is the question. So Storm Amy was an absolute beast here. Look at that, nearly all its leaves gone. Fun times. And honestly, it makes a change. Jamie's is always fast as fingers. You had a nod. So here we go. See if those trees are still upright. That cherry's about bald. That's a cherry tree. And for a giant, meticulously trimmed bush, look at that. That's a bush and a half, isn't it? How the hell do you get up there to trim it? That is enormous. Look at that. Ben, how you doing, Ben? Ben, we're admiring a huge bush. Not a leaf out of place. Or branch out of place. Andy, good morning. Good morning, good afternoon even. Don't. My head's a wee bit foggy. I feel meh. My sinuses hate me. It is indeed a beautiful bush. Chris, how you doing? Elsie, if you don't know Elsie, go tickle his bell on notifications. He's a good one. If he's not out walking his pussy, he is streaming live around London, around protests and out and about. Absolute diamond. Apple, I love you. How you doing? Helps if I put all chat on there. Da-la-da-da. There you go. Yeah, yes. LCE has a beautiful big hairy pussy. Oh, I suppose, LCE, you've got a mahoosive growler. How's things, Big Ben? They got on with that house really quick. Apple, what time is it for you? Tings, how are you doing? Thank you for coming in. He has, Ben. I cross my heart hurts till I stick a needle in my eye. He has. Yeah, he's got a mahoosive growler called Bear. I wonder what delights this week's going to bring. I'm trying to be organised this week, think. So, my dad had a stroke and he hasn't got his licence back. Dave Knight, good morning. So we're having to play a show for me, my older daughter, sometimes my brother. I've got to take him to hospital for colonoscopy on Wednesday. I didn't realise I was taking him to this morning. So he's got that. And the week after, there's a couple more appointments. So it's going to be a higgledy-piggledy week again. And I'm taking my youngest daughter to go and see a special needs, like sixth form college tomorrow. So cross everything you've got that she gets a place there. When you apply to go there, it has to go to a board and they decide whether you can get in. I didn't realise that. I just thought it would be a application and there you go. So fingers crossed, it's kind of the time it's perfect for her to start somewhere like that. Ganke, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Got all the leaves down. Apple, thank you so much. Thank you. Your Diamond Bath, how you doing? Good morning. I haven't been down this way since the storm, so it'll be interesting to see what's still vertical. Because it's just sand, trees drop easy. This little bit's more shaded. But the big trees at the top, it was howling through there. Thank you very, very much, Apple. You're a diamond. Tinks, yes, she does. She has Down syndrome. She's in regular high school at the minute. But next year, it's college time. There's a regular college. But I think now's the time for her. She would benefit more from the special needs sixth form type place. So fingers crossed. We're going to have a look around tomorrow. And hopefully the process of applying for it has been going on with the teachers. So fingers crossed. Brandon, good evening. And how does she manage with that, Tinks? With all that on board? See, at one point, so if you've got Down syndrome and you've got autism on board as well, it's a really bad mix. And when she was younger, love putting stuff in lines, colour coding stuff. But she's not autistic, so we've been lucky that way. Jadhav, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Chimney, how you doing? How you say chimmy? Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim. Need to sing that to Chimmy. How you doing, Chimney? Absolutely, Tinks. Right, fastest fingers, left or right? First one that puts left or right in the chat is where we're going. My friend's daughter, when she was about 6 or 7. Decca, how you doing? Nessie's on it first again. Nessie, she is smashing it today. Usually it's Jamie, and everyone's going for the same way as well. Job's a good one. Yeah, my friend's daughter, she was fighting to get her diagnosed. And, oh God, it sounds awful. But it was like Elvira. It was awful. But as soon as they started her on the Ritalin, it turned into a completely different kid. The kindest, most sweetest, most loving kid on the planet. Jamie's XP points are, have a look, click on the crown at the top and have a look at Jamie's XP points. It's mental. Oh, good, Karthik, how you doing? Tinks, yes it is. I resisted to special needs school when she got to moving up to high school age. It just wasn't for her. She doesn't like the disruption, she doesn't like the noise, she likes structure. And I hated every second when I went to have a look around the special needs school. It was more like like a nursery, babysitting, than a school. And it just wasn't right for her. But now, the time's right. Or the time's right, so fingers crossed you can get in there. We are going along a peat bog and we're going through some woodland chimney. I'm from Northern England. Hang on, what's Ben saying? Did I miss that? Ben, I have never seen XP points that high. A mod for a friend who's got 24/7 live cams in Israel and Gaza. Francois, how you doing? Good morning. So, constantly posting news, constantly posting updates. I've had XPs over 1,000, but I've never had one over 2,000. Jamie's nearly at 2,500 XP. It's unbelievably good. I have to have a look around and see if that's a record. It must be, has to be. Truth, Tessa, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. So, you'll see in a minute, we've got the Pennine, northern tip of the Pennines ahead. And Northumberland, where I grew up. That is making a queer noise. Hang on, just get a drink out. Can you hear it? Crackling. It looks proper miserable, but it's not actually that cold. It's dead humid. Bizarre. Let's keep going. It's not had the sheep in there for a while. It's grown right up. Apple, thank you so much. Thank you. Welcome to the Sticky Willy family, you lovely lot. You all now have Sticky Willies. Thank you so much, Apple. Ooh, we have walkers. I'm not alone. Nomadic, how you doing? Good morning. It's morning for you. The tups will soon have their strap-ons on. Is it the tups? Don't think it's tups. No, it's not tups. Ewes. Where's the tups at? So usually he keeps the tups in here to rest them up after they've done their thing with the strap-ons with the ewes. Tinks, I've got, so ignore the candles out. I can't straighten or use my thumb. The bones swallowed the tendon to my finger. You even see that? And I've got osteo in a few places, but I've got seronegative rheumatoid arthritis as well, which is a joy. I've got bone spurs in my hip joints. And I'm going for surgery on my back, hopefully soon, which should be fun. Thanks for coming in, Andy. Just hold you this way until these ladies get past. Chinu, okay, that sounds easy. Hiya. They're decompressing it, Tinks. They're taking some bone, scar tissue and disc out from my right leg. I've got a cyst growing because the bones are that damaged in the bottom of my back. So that's all getting whipped out. But there's a risk it's going to make my spine unstable. So they'll have to extend the metalwork that I've already got in the bottom up and fuse the next bone up. So there would be 3 bones right at the base of my back. That would be a big old chunk of steel, titanium. How's things, Nomadic? What have you been up to? And the lovely Francois. She rocks. I've had my pre-op things. I'm just waiting for the actual appointment. I'd say I'll have another appointment with the surgeon first before they get in. I was half tempted if they'd film it for me, but I doubt they would. I'd love to watch it because I'm a weirdo. The medical stuff. Dave, how's it in Ontario? Your season's really winding down. Nessie sent me an article that there's snow and we forecast up in northern Scotland shortly. Hello. Where's Casters? Casters sheeple. Hey up. Hello. If you don't know Francois, she's got some amazing content. Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday for yesterday, Nomadic. Sorry if it's a little bit breezy. It'll chill out once I get to the end of this road. Very clean sheeple. Very clean. Loads of sheep. I wonder why he's not got them in the other field. Sorry about the wind. So they are Northern Edge Pennines. In that way, just like up there in Northumberland. Apple, yes, thank you. I can still barely see hypes. I don't know what it is. After everyone having a ban, I got a message from YouTube. Finally, on iOS, you're going to be able to access memberships because it's a pain in the butt getting onto memberships when you're on iPhone. Ben, you're a diamond, thank you. Matthew, how you doing? Hello, sheeple. Hasn't she been sheared well? Hello. Guy, how you doing? Welcome to chat, Guy. Thank you for subscribing. Of course, these deer are about. We've got a little herd of deer amassing in here. So the train line kind of runs along there and back into there. I hear jays. And I saw a little herd of 5, and they're not many miles away, so hopefully they'll come this way. Bonjour, Matthew. I am in Cumbria, northern Cumbria. Hadrian's Wall country, it's only a few miles away. We're actually just in that woodland, like there, next to where we're going, is a Roman quarry, dated to 209 AD, and then preserved for us from some graffiti by the Romans. Kevin, how you doing? Kevin. As these are way down south. Dune south. Right, dear, where you at? So this used to be a peat bog that was farmed. They're trying to replenish it. Let's have a look. Blue tits. Rex, how you doing? See, sometimes get the deer on this side. And I like the acorns. You get them the hot. This is all the marsh. I'd love to go through a wander through it, but I'd end up boob height in mud. Stinky good. How's things going, Rex? It's good to see you. I nearly went on my arse in that puddle. I look at chat. The deer tend to come between the two. This is Northern England. From this side, and they come all the way through and tend to hang around here winter time. 2 herds of 6 I've seen in here. They're meant to take all the silver birch out because it just soaks up all the water and they need the water in the ground for the bog, but they haven't. Matt, you know Cumbria. Right, are they going to be down here? Ooh, the first cock of the day, cock pheasant flying through. There he goes. Under bright red sky, how you doing? Uh-huh. Caring for over a backwash. There's so much beauty in nature and history, lots of history. I was telling you about that cloud of, literal cloud, the goldfinches. I have never seen that many goldfinches ever. Absolutely masses of them. I say at least like 300. BMW, how you doing? If you don't know BMW, go tickle his bell. Oh, was it? Thank you, chick. We need to get him up for live streams. Yeah, I'm kind of north of Carlisle, Kevin. The coast is about 40 minutes or so away. Aye, why is the gate wedged open? What's in here? Never. So this wasn't originally an animal barn, it was for the peat. So they'd stack it in there to dry it out. Rex, never. When was that? So the farmer's been coming in here. Why? I stripped all that out. What's that about? It's a nice animal barn, but it was for drying the peat a few hundred years ago, and it's had a modern day barn plonks on top. Absolutely is, Rex. Shocking. I see that Tower Hamlets Council are trying to get in the pink ladies at the Hotel the Razor colours are far right extremists. It's wrong. Yes, it's mainly animal. Lower land you'll get corn, maize. Hello. Like this farm seems to have mainly sheep on it. It's a lot of sheep farms here. Very young seagull. A lot of the hill farmers are more cattle. It looked mental in Bristol yesterday. Tell you a story about my pig. So my dad, when I was little, ran a pig farm. And when we moved into Cumbria, he told his boss at the time about looking after pigs. So his boss decided to buy a huge pig. It was massive. And the boss called it Winnie, after his mother. She'd follow me dad around like a dog. Pegasus, how you doing? And she went off to see the boy pigs. And then there was masses of baby little piglets. And my dad had go and let her out the byre. She'd follow him with a line of like 12 piglets. And the tiny little runt was always at the back. Proper cute. But my brother and his mate were camping out. And they were in the teens. And I don't know how, whether they were winding the pig up or going making friends with the pig. But the pig bit his mate. And pig teeth, their jaws are strong. So he had a bit of an ouchie off the pig. Hello, sheeple. I refuse point blank to have it, Rex. Not on your Nelly. Paz was saying that there's an app, like a Britcar app, that's appeared on his iPhone after an update. So I was having a look through my phone, and I haven't got one, but he tried to remove it from his phone, and it wouldn't let him remove it. So Apple, do better. Fix it. But I shall not be having the card. Lucy, how you doing? So, this is probably the lowest lying heather. We're just below the moors. Steve! Honest, this thing was massive. I hear helicopters. Where art thou? Is it coming? Is it military? It must be military. Do one. Thou shalt not pass. We've had night manoeuvres at Spade Adam, so lots of aircraft on the night. It's mainly helicopters, but we do have typhoons come up from, it's not Lancashire, is it? Oh, it's coming. Please show an oak tree. I will find you one, Jimmy. I'll find you one. He can stick his digital ID card up his hoop. I don't want one. I'll find you one. There's a young oak tree. Loads of acorns this year. There you go, young oak tree. Acorns. Military helicopters all flying in. Don't know how many. There's more than one. Interesting. There's Lossiemouth, but there's one Yorkshire-ish way. BMW. It's not Lancaster, it's... Where is it? Not Lancashire. Have a look at... Flat, how you doing? How's things, Bobby Cook? If you have a look at Typhoon bases, there's one further down. It comes... I can't remember. It might be Lincolnshire. But the way they fly in, they come in from the south and they fly the valley. I've had them come over my house and they were literally on my roof and scared the life out of me. And you got lots of silver birch. I do like silver birch, brilliant for starting fires. Steve, how's your enormous sack? And how's your Tommy Tankris doing? Is it getting back? Do you know what I look like out the helicopters? I mean, I love the Apaches because they're Apaches, but I absolutely... There's more than one. I think they're flying into the little airport. Chinooks, I absolutely love the sound of Chinooks. I would happily either go and sit on a runway to listen to them or try and blag them to take us for a joyride on one. I'd love to go in a Chinook. So these aren't meant to be here. These are all young Silver Beach. And they're just a detriment of the peat bogs to dry it up. Steve. Well, you've got some wrist action to practice. Jimmy, with partnered up. Partnered. Not married, never been married. Ben, it's my sanctuary. If you see us on stupid, mad, long walks, my head's battered. And this woodland I adore. Ashley, good morning. Any news on a belly full of puppies? So excited for Ashley. So the stone walls, a prime example, it's kind of leaning out though, it's a bit wonky. The stone's stacked, but stacked in a particular way. Has nothing's holding it together but the stone, and it helps it stay upright. In the Lake District and on the moors, and you see them vertically up the side of hills. Like, how do they do that? Mission and a half. Oh, we've had a branch down. Are the trees still up? Yes, they are. So these trees line the top of the Roman Quarry. Oh, yay. Get in. See, with Willow, I had no idea. She started getting a little bit of a tub on her. So daughter's friend was wanting to breed her lab. And she was taking her to have a scan to see if she took. And daughter spoke to them. I said, yeah, sure, bring yours along, we'll scan her. She said, oh, I can see 6 puppies. She says, but there's likely more. And they'll be due in about 2 weeks. So that was us at panic stations. Getting ready, making whelping boxes. Big nuts, how you doing? Why haven't you got a wrench? Hang on. There you go, big nuts. I'm good, how are you? How did Storm Amy do you? Everything's starting to change. The beach aren't actually indigenous. They were imported into the UK, I think, about 200 years ago. But up here, they're a really one of the most common trees next to the firs, oaks and birch. Randy, good morning. Get in. It's going to be so exciting. Film it all. How you doing, Randy? Right, I was. Should we go through the centre of the wood? Should we go through it? I wasn't gonna, but we might as well. Should we go through the centre of the wood? I had planned just doing a loop that way, but my plans never work out, so that wasn't like that before. All right, we'll go over. Look at all the leaves. Autumn's definitely here. Right, up and over. And we're up. Safe journey, Ashley. Ooh, heck. Shazza, watch your feet. So after christening my new boots, mud up to my ankles, I thought I'd be nice to them today. They've worn in nicely. I'll have a look, see if there's any storm damage. I don't think there'll be that much. It's just with the trees all still being in leaf. Oh, that's going. That pine tree has started to go. Imagine if under there was some of the loot from that battle. So there was a battle fought about 15 minutes that way. Oh, so you're an hour ahead, Francois. 3,000 mercenaries were bought from one side of the battle. Now, they'll have been part paid before battle, and they would have been paid the rest had they won it. But they were all slain, and mostly slain. Some would have kept the gold on their bodies. The soldiers would have relieved them of any goodies in their pockets, heck, and bags. But some would have stashed it. Gordo, good morning. How are you diddling? Branch down. It seems the pines haven't had any. So when you can see in these, there's like no topsoil whatsoever. They're just straight into the sand. So really shallow roots, and they often fall. That's my thinking, truth assessor. So it was the Battle of Helbeck in 1569-70. The Northern Earls, well, the heir to the local castle died suddenly, and a family member decided he was going to take it by force, basically. And he and the Northern Earls planned to replace the Queen with Mary, Queen of Scots, on the throne. So Queen Elizabeth sent some of her... Did I just see a squirrel, or am I making it up? Some of the Queen's loyalists came up to do battle. But instead of heading waiting for the rest of the soldiers to get here to face off, the loyalists that were vastly outnumbered decided to charge Leonard Dacre and his mercenaries, and they won. Belinda Dacre ends up in exile in France. Yeti, good Monday morning to you. Rob, how you doing? I'm good. I'm waffling away history stuff that I've still need to put together on a video. Upside down squirrel, we'll call it. With its nuts hanging out. That battle, this river that you can hear, was said to run red with the blood of the mercenaries for 3 days. So about 20 minutes, about 15, 20 minutes behind we is that we're walking above more Roman quarry. There's a Roman quarry quite the way through here for repairing and extending Hadrian's Wall. Oh, we've got loads. I'm not picking them up because they're so bloody spiky. Let's have a look. Oh, they're not a bad size. Hang on. Ouchie, 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 ouchie. Sweet chestnuts. Get in. I do love sweet chestnuts. But the pods are evil. Hey, they're not a bad size, you know. I might take you to the scary woods on the top. Hang on. Hey. These are dandy. Let me get these out. Oh yes, I'm gonna get a pocket full of chestnuts. Look, they're not a bad size for wild ones. It's just that the pods are lethal. Hang on. Ouchie, ow, 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 ow. Ouchie, ow. Ow. Get out. How rude. Oh. Loads of sweet chestnuts. They're going to be going in my oven. Oh, there's loads. Yeah, Northumberland's just maybe 10 miles away. Hadrian's Wall's about 4.5, so the stone that was mined here, taken from here. The closest part of Hadrian's Wall is about 4.5 miles away. Here, I'm liking this, hang on. They're lethal, damn it. Look at the spikes on that. Ben, I grew up in Northumberland in the hills towards Cheviot and Jedburgh, near an army base called Otterburn Range. Oh heck. Oh, he fell over. There's loads. Thank you, Storm. No one else has cottoned onto them. They're the best hot chestnuts I've seen, sweet chestnuts, in years in the wild. Chimney, yes, where I am. Lots of rain. So everything's covered in moss. I'm now looking for other chestnuts. Yes, you know, it rains a lot here. And I found more. Where's the chestnut tree that they're from? Or is the wind just blowing? I think the wind's just blowing the shells. Ouch! Ah! Ow! Ouchie! That hurt. I wonder if it's the birds or squirrels had those and moved those. Mark, how you doing? Nice one. How long are you on leave for, Mark? I hope you're good. Hang on, just get a drink. I'm just stuck my fingers. Picking chestnuts. There's loads of sweet chestnuts and horse chestnuts around here. But the school's banned the kids playing conkers. How rude's that? They're not allowed to play conkers anymore. I had many a bruised knuckle playing conkers as a kid. Never did me any harm. Mark's a good one as well. Check out his channel. These are all brilliant. Haven't spotted any foxes yet. That looks like a new faller. See, no topsoil, just sand, sand and more sand. It's amazing that that one's lasted as long as it has. Walk to the wall. Another faller up there, 2 fallers. Ooh, heck. Lost count the amount of times I've gone to trip over on roots today. What do we have there? Beach. Shall we go and see the river? Go see the kettles. So there must be a bat or a bird box up there. Or was, that's totally rotten. Must be a top or a side. Can't see the actual box. Oh, a heavenly time off. Well, hell almost froze over yesterday. I proper started Christmas shopping. I'm not normally organised and presents piled up kind of girl. Usually it's last minute. Do you know, this is one of my favourite places on the planet. I love this woodlands. It's one of my happy places. Out in the countryside. And I'm a happy bunny. I'd love, Sinead, to go to Alaska, spend a winter in Alaska. Oh, shit, my pants, yes, a dear. Crap my pants. Holy mother. Oh. Me heart. Don't run down there. You've got the cliff face. Jesus. Edwin, how you doing? So that doe was up here eating acorns. The deer love acorns. She was eating acorns under there, so where's the rest? My heart. Did you see her on the camera? Did you see her? She just ran that way. Hopefully she's not gone to the cliff edge. Damn it. Oh, my heart. So there's a buck with 2 does. So she's here, where are they? She was just under that oak tree, just eating acorns. Yes, it's roe deer. Oh, she could be eating chestnuts, actually. There's loads of chestnuts on the deck again. That's been a doozy when that came down. Okay, other deer, where you at? It looks it, but it's not dead cold here. Right, we'll have a look up here if signal lets me. She says, standing on a branch. Wonder where the others are. Hopefully she comes back from that edge of that cliff. I love snow, Jimmy. I love red hot sun, or I love snow. I love winter, frosty, crisp mornings. Steve, I swear to God, I cacked my pants. Frag, how are you doing? Good afternoon, Frag. Frag, I've got a pocket full of sweet chestnuts, and a deer's just about maybe house drop out. A doe ran right next to us. His funeral, bless him. R.I.P. Jason Hawkes. So many acorns this year. Absolutely everywhere. Oh heck. I'll do the deer good. Where's the rest of them? Surprised she's on her own. If you don't know Frag, go check out his channel as well. I don't know who got more of a fright, me or the doe. Honest. We'll go down the river. I wonder if the rest are along this field edge. Yeah, we'll have a look. Wild Action, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. We'll go down the river, and against me better judgment, we'll go up along the wood side up there. I hate that path. I really hate it. It kills your legs, but it kills my legs. You too, 205. Have a good one. An amazing week. Acorns are like blooming marbles. So we had a hell of a lot of rain on Friday. Me and older daughter older daughter found a local butcher's in a town about 9 miles away, had an offer on a kilo of fillet steak, like a fillet steak barrel, for 55 quid, which is like half price. So we went to go and pick it up. The road for the whole 9 mile is like a back road. Oh my God, cack in her pants. It was horrible drive. It was flooded right across for a lot of it. On the way there, we were behind a wagon. Marian, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. Adrian, how's things? Marine, how's things with you? I haven't seen you for ages. John P, you little legend, you. So yeah, it was flooded across. I mean, we had a wagon in front of us, so we're kind of sat right behind the wagon. I hope she's not going in the water. So I'll see myself getting in the water to rescue the deer. And it was horrible. On the way back, it was all flooded, even worse, just the amount of water that had come down. It was just a huge puddle. So we've got lots of branches down, bits and bobs, but no mega amount of trees down. Let's have a looky. Sounds like the water's blaring through. Steve and his giant sack. Heron. Well, I neither. So we've had a deer and we've had a heron. On camera, get in, Shazza. If you don't know Yeti, go check him out, it's a good one. He's a hard worker. That wasn't there the last time. That heron was huge. That water's washed it all through. Still higher than it has been for a while, but it's still quite low for here. Oh yeah, Yeti, I was waiting for water levels to drop low because that gully is about a foot wide and I want to know how deep it is. Intrigued by how deep that gully is. Because there's a lot of water comes through, so it must be well chiseled out. And the kettles, these kettles get filled all the time. Right, I'll take you down. Signal, play nice. Kettles are just faults in the stone. Shazza, you're going the wrong way, whack. Silly Shazza. Hang on. So the kettles are faults in the stone that the water's got into and grains of sand. And slowly along the millennia, it's carved out the kettles, these round holes. And they're constantly deposited with new stone and goodies in the bottom. And I'd love to get over to that side to go and have a look in them. But we're in the bottom of a gorge and I'm not using ropes, not on your Nelly. I know, Halloween's not far away. But I'd love to know how deep that channel is there. Ooh, yes. Won't there just be Mark? And that is the most weedly waterfall ever. It's more of a drip than a waterfall, but you can see it's carved the rock. But yeah, every storm they get deposited with new goodies. That one, last time I was here, had some really big ones in the bottom. Not a chance of us swinging off a rope. One, the trees aren't strong enough in my eyes to hold us, and I'd have to poodle across there to get to it. Right, we'll go back up this way. was looking at loads of little shrooms growing. Oh, it's dead warm. Let me undo my jacket. Jamie. Hang on. So there's a few remembrance benches in here. And you probably sat on one for a James and Iris Stewart. Right, I'll park my arse for 5. This clearing's always been weird. It just doesn't fit the rest of the woodlands. Can you imagine if I did that, Jamie, and got them over to the side? And put a cam up to see who actually wants to get across and get them? That would be funny. John's another brilliant channel. I was down here like last year, I think it was. First of all, I wish you could feel the atmosphere. It's just lush. It's very grounding. I was up here and I saw one of these trees over here. There was a dude with a black hoodie on with the hood up, stood behind the tree. So I was a tad nervous, but I lost sight of him. And then he reappeared further along the river that way, on the rocks, down next to the water, just squatting on a rock, staring. You think, oh my God, is he a crazed killer that's escaped? Yeti, you too, have an amazing day. Oh, nice one, Frag. We don't really get many Halloweeners up mine. Like, my house is up off the road, as are most of the houses, and nearly everybody's coffin dodgers or almost coffin dodgers, so there's not many kids around. Truth says that I love it in here, and I'd love to find someone that goes in winter. That is just a curtain of icicles all the way along the rock, all the way along. A couple of winters back, there's a waterfall where the Roman graffiti is that way, and it was about a 2-meter long icicle I found there. Now see, Halloween, do you ever get them on the buzzer to get demanding sweeties? Shouldn't I? Well, I hope my deer's not in the water, which is a good sign. Oh, can you imagine up in the woods? Part of the path, so that this path follows the river all the way along, and about 5-10 minutes along, there's a part where you always feel like there's someone behind you. It's rather freaky, so I wouldn't be camping anywhere near that part of the wood. You've got Romans, you've got mercenaries, and then you've got weirdo locals. Yes, Romans, there were some Jacobites. The Jacobites are here fighting as well. The monument is like 10 minutes walk away for 6 Jacobites that swung from the Capon tree. So the Jacobites were here scrapping as well. In 1742, no, 1746, that was. I mean, the size of the quarries, the stone that they've taken away, they weren't here for a short amount of time. They were here for, must have been here for years. It wasn't just cutting the stone, it was actually physically moving it. I'll just stick up, Mark. So you never know. Well, look, I might catch you the deer at the top. Or she may be wandered back by now. After making me heart just about fall out my arse. The hell's that? Oh, someone's Labrador. Ugh. A Labrador with no person. Oh, there's someone down there. 2 people down there. They're there and the dog's way up the bank. Don't you be chasing my dear dog. Chinu, I will call you Chinu from now on. So up over that bank, you have a modern day sand quarry. It's huge. I've taken you on a walk around the edge of that. I wasn't sure about the walks up there. They kind of skirt it. Hi Jamie, what's your XP at now? That is going to go down in legend. I've never seen one that high. Last time I checked, you were 2,750. You little legend, you. Oh my God, you're going to make 3,000? How mental is that? Stick it on your community wall and ask other people if they can beat it. I'll have to clip out the deer and put that up. So YouTube's experimenting with, they'll take a clip as a highlight from your live and they stick it on private in your shorts list. And the last 2 it's done for me have been absolutely turd. So you never know, my luck, they might have actually got the deer. JV, I can't think there'll be anyone that beats that XP. Was weekend immune system. Super Francois, super curious. I'm just putting it off, right? Let's go do it. Hopefully they don't turn right with the dog because they're going to scare me deer. Is that actually attached to the ground? Yes. There's loads of tiny shrooms. There was little red ones before. Something's bit me on my ankle. I don't want to itch it because I'll make it itch even more. Ooh, nice one, Ma. Is that attached to anything? Yeah, it's Mahout. Don't smack us in the head. Mahousic branch. Check out Mark's for this afternoon. I hate this walk up through the wood. But I'm intrigued to see if the deer are there. You know those hills that you think you got to the top and it's not? Does it like 3 times. Because of the nerve damage in my legs are kind of weak. And a loss of movement, especially my right one. I don't necessarily lift them. So it makes it interesting for me poor little legs. And I had some mega, look, you can see right to the bottom. The water's grey, well, brown, like strong tea, because it goes through the peat on the moors and gets washed down river. Oh, cool, John. Yes, best news ever. So, all gold that comes in chat has been seriously ill. Seriously. Oh, wait, hang on. I'm collecting horse chestnuts as I go. Been seriously ill in hospital and almost lost her. But I got a message, she's back home. Absolutely buzzing. She's back home. She's not out of the woods, she's got a long recovery to go. But she's back home. I was like, get in. Are you Drew Benfica? It's better than lose, John. What the hell was that? So she's still got a long way to go to recover. But she's back home. Which is a huge win. Got the gym. Brought the work. Focus. It's gonna fly. Focus. Ickle ladybird spreading its wings. Tim, how are you doing? Good morning, Tim. I'll try not scream if there's another deer. What's occurring, Tim? Like Yeti. Tim is one of the hardest workers on YouTube. Never seems to have a day off work. How's things in your world, Tim? Zaxon, how you doing, Zaxon? Yeah, I can barely remember you having a day off, Tim. You're always on your way to work. All good, Tim. All good. I've got my dad to take for a hospital appointment on Wednesday this week and a couple next week. Apart from that, all good. I was planning to go live on Wednesday, but I'll probably not be back from his appointment. So I'll have a look at the weather forecast for tomorrow and Thursday. After having so long off, I'm going to try to keep 2 lives, Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and hopefully some pop-ups in between. But it just depends on having to ferry my dad about. I'm the same. Editing's not really in my nature. And if I have to do any, it's kind of bare minimum because I'm crap at it. My lace undone it is. So that deer, that doe was about there, eating acorns. So keep an eye out for the rest of them. Lulu, how are you doing, Lulu? Good morning. Lulu rocks. I think that's a sand quarry we can hear. Big tree down there in the back. Right, dear, where art thou? There's a squirrel just jumped on the back of that tree. Where have you gone, little critter? Oh, good, Lulu, just... Dad's still not got his driving licence back. So having to take him and mum to appointments, shopping, to get prescriptions, all sorts really. Yeah, so my dad, being my dad, they got wrong advice from one of the nurses and she was really snotty with them. The type of stroke my dad had, he didn't need to send off his licence. Wow, that's a huge one that's come off there. It's massive. Thank you, Lou. Oh, nice one, Mark. But this nurse was really off with them and told him he had to report it. It turned out he didn't have to, but they posted it the morning they found out that they didn't have to. So he's just been waiting to hear back from DVLA. It's been, I think, 10 weeks now and they still haven't given him a clue of what's going on. It's shocking. New politics. Politics free. It's the game crop on the top there. Partridge and pheasants hang around there. That horrible sound is jays, so there's a carrion crow facing off with a pheasant. Steve, he is 74. The stroke team, the GPs, told him that it's fine to drive. Because they put the forms into DVLA, he's got to wait for that back now, which is a royal pain in the arse. Nancy, how are you doing? Thank you for coming in to chat. They've rang DVLA and said, look, we live out in the middle of nowhere. There's no transport links. We'll have to rely on other people. The stroke team and GPs have okayed for us to drive. But there's no one you can speak to about it. Oh, my poor legs. So you just have to wait. Oh, I heard something there. So it usually sings of Fox. And this bank was where I thought I might find them. Yeah, it's the nurse that was really snotty of them, wrongly, has really peed them off. They've not seen her since. Or she'd have been getting a gobful. So it's dead frustrating for them. So they've got really no option but to wait. Yes, there are foxes. You can usually smell them around the back here. And along the track that we're going to go and jump on. Nancy, this is Northern England. A county called Cumbria. Looking for deer. Look at those shrooms. Loads of shrooms. Look at that. Masses of shrooms. Oh, spider web in my eyes. Tim, we've had first name storm of the year come through. It was the tail end, is it Herbert? The hurricane that grazed the east coast. It was remnants of that hit us. Oh, a nice one, Nancy even. I think you called you Nessie. There you go. They tend to, if they're hitting the east coast, Tim, they tend to get carried across on the jet stream to us. Obviously the water's cooler, so they weaken. But this one turned into a weather bomb. It started to intensify again. I think some places had 100-mile-an-hour winds. We didn't. I think it got to about 60-ish. Poor tree. Poor tree's now on the ground. Have you got any treasures in your base? But again, you can see there's just no topsoil, it's all sand. If you find mushrooms, be super careful that you identify them properly. That snapped off in the treetop. Wow, that was there. Beautiful part of the world, Nancy. Squeaky brakes. That's not the gate. Right, hang on. I wanted to put you down and do my boots. Put you down while I sort these boots out. Oh, hey. Nessie, daughter and a boyfriend had their steak off that we got on Friday last night. And they said the same as B, best steak they've ever had. It was stunning. Thank you, Tim, you're a star. Tim is an absolute diamond. If you haven't already got Tim, go check him out. Yeah, honestly, it was like butter. Even for fillet steak, it was unbelievably good. No politics in chat, please, Jimmy. Shinu, no politics, thank you. Yeah, there's a scrambling bit over there. Blue, how you doing, Blue? Good afternoon. They sometimes have had the British Championship there. It's on a steep hillside and it's next to where the sand quarry is. A friend was up there on his scrambler years gone by and he came off and he basically amputated his ankle without breaking the skin. It took him years of surgery to get his ankle fixed. SSDD, how you doing? Good afternoon. We've had a deer make my heart fall out my arse and a heron today. So I've been looking for the other day. She was in the wood eating acorns. Lulu, a local butcher, has an offer on a Friday. And last Friday's was a kilo of fillet steak. Oh, it was lush. Just to get the drive to go and pick it up wasn't. It's dead humid today. It's moist, I tell you, moist. Where's the other deer at? Steve, I've only had one cock. I'm used to more. Blue, we were in the woods and a doe come charging past me and give me a bit of a fright. Totally didn't expect the deer in the wood. Usually they're out on these banks. I said ba-dump, ba-dump, ba-dump. And there she was. She was on her own, which is unusual. I mean, it could be one of the fawns. Could be. Badger track. The badgers are really active along here at the minute. There's a big, huge set about a mile straight ahead. I'm slipping and sliding. I'm always slipping and sliding. And a huge heron on the side of the river. There's another silver birch down in there. Have a look on the top. Ooh, nice one. That's going to be interesting. If you haven't got SSDD, go and tickle his bell. He's got some very interesting content coming up. Not a chance on this earth would I camp out in the scary wood where the train disaster was, not on your Nelly. No. Another badger track under the fence. Pheasant and partridge I can hear. I don't speak German, you know, unfortunately. Well, apart from counting it as 20. So you see the partridge are up there. So that's a game crop. It's planted because the birds love it and it keeps the pheasants and the partridge around the same place. Oh, honest, it's the creepiest feeling place ever, Mark. So there's 2 marked walks through it. I need partridge. But I could be in there on the track following the map and I don't get lost and I go in circles and I keep going back to the same point next to a pond. Twice it's done that to me. It's freaky as hell. You just cannot get out. It just messes. Cock pheasant come in. It's just landed in there. That's 2 cocks today. Okay, cheers, Nessie. Oh, hello. What were you? Chaffinch. Hey up, cock. That's 2 cocks I've had today. I can hear partridge on that hilltop. Partridge. Aye, that one. Oh my God. So naked neck chicken. Naked necks freak me out. I don't like naked neck chickens. They just, no. It's that pheasant again. Oh, the trenches are filling back up. You can see the peat, how brown it is. It's clear, you can see at the bottom, but it's just stained brown from the peat. So I can hear partridge on that hilltop, but I can't see them. They're dead. Oh, hey, did you just see that bird? You just got a jay on camera. Get in. I've been trying to show you it's a jay on camera for ages. Ha! So, blue with a big white saddle. They're really pretty birds, the jays, but they're evil. We have a family of 5 and they hunt smaller birds and they nest their chicks from tree to tree. Horrible birds. Mrs. Reaper, how you doing? Sorry, Mrs. Reaper. I didn't see that. I was looking at birds. Sorry, Mrs. Reaper. There you go. You got orange. And the call is like a wounded vulture. Really pretty to look at, but if you have small birds in your garden, they're not the best visitors. Uh-huh. There's a track through there as well. Oh, that little bridge over the gully. Dear, are you hanging around? This tree's on a serious wonk. And now we've got buzzards. That's honest, it's the acorns are the worst. And the beech nuts, they're like walking on marbles. So winter time you get the deer all the way along here, both sides. And up along the woodland, even that's got silver birch growing. Daniel pulled out. Jackson, what's perfect? What's the weather parameters up on the desert? Dear, where art thou? Oh yes, the Pendle Witches. Yeah, jays are really pretty, they're just evil. And sound horrible, they sound like a wounded vulture. There's been some branches down, someone's been and chainsawed them. And the deer will hang along that wood at the back there as well. Pigeon. Do you know what we used to do with the birches? Well, my dad did when we were kids. I was actually. Good afternoon, Mr. Magpie. How's your wife and family? One for sorrow, two for joy, three for a girl. It was a girl. It was three. We'd tap the birch trees for the sap, and my dad would make birch sap wine. Mega sweet wine that was lush growing up. Speaking of willows, there you go. On a serious wonk, they've been cutting branches back that are... Has that actually fallen? Yes. I cut some of these reaches out, stick them in the ground. If it's boggy, they'll grow. Me granddad used to make parsnip champagne. And that was stunning as well. That was his favourite. So at one point that was laid. We have a laid for us. That's a hawthorn. They're cut about 2/3 through of the branch. You can see on these horizontal ones. And they push them down and they weave them together. And it'll be a natural fence. You can see how that one's been cut at the top there. Yeah, blue. I get stuck at that point. Thank you, Steve. That's a hawthorn. Is it a hawthorn? No, it's crabapple. I lie, it's a crabapple. 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for a girl, 4 for a boy. 5 for silver. Is it? 5 for silver, 6 for gold, 7 for a secret never to be told. 8 for... What was 8? I can never remember 8. Yeah, badgers use that track there as well. The magpies were nested in the neighbours' trees. So this spring and summer I was sick to death of saluting and cancelling out magpies. No, I can never remember 8. Another branch snapped. So really not done bad. There is a pheasant pen in that woodland. When we come up the roadside, this is the back end of it, and you sometimes get the deer on the back. But there's a decent sized pheasant pen in that wood there. Someone's on it. Someone's going to be looking it up. 8 for a wish, 9 for a kiss. Ah, you were right. Blue, you were right. I always feel a proper short ass coming through here with the bracken up. Hate it. Stinky, horrible bracken. Full of bugs, ticks, and it stinks. Ridden a horse with 4 legs. Yes, I have. I do like to ride. Not for a lot of years there. 10 for a wish, don't want to miss. Ooh. That apple tree's, that crab apple's been absolutely loaded up. There's loads. Silver, how are you doing? Silver rocks. Hello, little Robin, where you at? That's a robin chick. Buddy. Hey, buddy. Buddy. Hello, little Robin. See if I can zoom in and you can see it. There. Hey, buddy. It's flown across the other side. Talca, my friend. How are you, Talca? My friend lived on a farm up in the moors, and she had a few horses, and she just got a new pony, and she gave me hers to ride for the day. And we're in the paddock at the house, and we had the jumps up. She gone first on hers. Some things had a pigeon. And I took my turn, rounded the edge, turned in, accompanied the jump, got to the jump, another track. The horse went one way and I carried on over the jump because my mate didn't tell me that a horse didn't like headwinds. I was just laid on the ground with my head spinning, seeing stars, looking at the sky. Now, Letty, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. How are you, Talca? We used to go up across the moors. Loved every second of it. And another friend of Dad's, his daughter had a retired police horse. I got on that, and honestly, it was like being on the top of a hill of Himalayas, nearly needed oxygen. See, something's using that gateway. Hey, up. Cocks, 2 cocks. That brings us to 4 cocks today. I've got a black one there. A black cock and a French ringneck. Steve, lovely to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. Enjoy your lunch. Tiggs, adieu. Thank you for coming in, Tiggs. Terry, how you doing? Hang on, give you a wrench. 2 secs. There you go, you got a wrench. Nice to see you, Terry. How you doing? I'm sure there was a tree there. There must be a tree down. There's a little tiny bridge here that you don't even know you're on. And the stonework is very much like the railway stonework. I don't know if I can get you down there. Awesome. How you doing, Awesome? Lovely to see you. So it's built in exactly the same way. Along the railway, you see. Yes, riding horses. Another tree down, there's a big opening there as well. I'm good, Awesome. All the better for seeing you. I haven't seen the bullfinches since we had them eating seeds from the nettles along here. I do like the bullfinches, the bonny birds. Great Grandad Mark. Oh, congratulations, Mark. Congratulations. Did the winds get really bad there, Silver? It was wild down here. It's actually warmer than it looks when you're walking around. "22. Loads of apples. The birds tend to really not touch the crab apples. Great minds think alike. And I haven't seen that pet rabbit for months. It must be about a year. Hopefully someone caught it and took it home. "92. Yes, Chinu, young. You have to go with a compliment. I have got loads of sweet chestnuts in my pocket. Love sweet chestnuts. Spider web. That's a major talent if you are, then, you know. Nettles, she has to hold your hand up. Old age nettles are evil, they're worse than young nettles. The spines that stab you and inject you get more woody. I hate them. Oh, guaranteed, Nessie. I think there's rain forecast for tomorrow. There, big crab apples. Oh, 27, so I guess you're young, you know. What is that? What is that? That's a little electric substation. Sounded like something was moving in there. Right, through the wood. Goddamn bacon, how you doing? They attempted to do spinal injections, nerve root injections, but they couldn't get the needle in properly for bone, metalwork and scar tissue. So they are now going to go in and do a decompression first, with a warning they may have to extend metalwork up and fuse another bone in my back, as it could make my spine unstable. Oh, we've got a new mole. I am a mole and I live in a hole. It's only got little paws. Teeny paws for a mole. They're going to cut bone, scar tissue and disc away, along with a cyst that's pressing on the nerve for my leg, which will be fun. Yeah, it did warm up. I haven't done anything to the road. Interesting. Oh, blue, my back's been knackered since I was a kid. I had it fused up at the bottom. Oh, God. It's been nearly 20 years ago, but my whole lumbar's now knackered. It's full of lesions, growing cysts on the damaged bone. So, sleep's not my friend. Always my right leg. So it's to free up the nerves to my right leg that they're going to do what they're doing. Shall we see if the horse is here? I love snow. I'm worse than the kids. I get so excited when there's snow forecast. Chaffinch. I go on snow watch. I'm a nightmare. I was out on a live actually just a bit further on from here, and there was thunder snow. Oh my, I was like a little snowman by the time I got home. It was mint. I love being out in the snow. Peter, you little stud muffin, you. What's occurring, Peter? I was talking about you. Were your ears burning last week? I hope all's well with you. Yeah, and it was pretty much right over my head. And then the snow just went mental. I think they've got the goats back. Yes, the goats are back. My horny friends are here. Really, the horse is back. How you doing, fella? Nice one, Randy. What was that on my neck? Yes. Hello, you. Oh my God, it's the fall. Hello, you. You come in. Hello, young'un. Wow, you've grown since the last time I saw you. Come on then. Do not feed the horse. Big sign saying do not feed the horse. So we won't feed the horse. Come on then. You come in. You're huge since the last time I saw you. You come in. He says, no, not on your Nelly. Where's the other goats? There's normally 3 goats. Oh, all good though. Pizza, all good. About hobbit feet. All about hobbit feet. I swear. I wonder where the rest of the goats are. The goats absolutely love eating the down leaves. He's gone back in his stable. They also like chewing the apple trees as well. They chewed the bark clean off the apple trees. Boosting him up. Can you imagine? The donkeys, I think they've got them in the back paddock. I think. It's good to see one of the horses back. She must have a field elsewhere. But I'm amazed these apple trees are still alive because the goats absolutely ripped it all off. All the bark gone. Jamie, have you broken 3,000 yet? Oh, it's 20. Jamie is 25 off 3,000. You can't actually see across to Scotland. The cloud is low and there's the rain. It's guaranteed this if you've got to go out. It'll start again for when I have to go and get short stuff from school. I thought there was something crawling up my top. So did I, Nessie. So you've got the little airport that the RAF and the other military use just there on that hillside. And when they come over here, they come right over the house or fly along the valley that way. Loads of pheasants in there. There's some more pheasants at the top there. Loads of cocks shouting. I watch it for bugs. At least we're out of wasp season. Had massive wasps this year. Nice one, Jamie, because you've only got 25 left to get. Let's have a look. Hopefully it doesn't stop it. Yeah, Jamie's just 25 again. Maradona, thank you so much for that. Thank you. Pheasants, stay still. Where are they? Oh, there you go. There's 2 there. One's directly in the centre of the screen. There's loads of them hiding in the beet. I've never seen anyone with 3,000 XP ever. Jamie's about to make it. Well, he's already made history, getting as far as he has. Thank you, Maradona. It is very much appreciated. Thank you. Daisy, how you doing, Daisy? Good evening. Daisy had a deer make my heart fall out my arse in the woods. She came charging through the wood really close. We had a heron, we had a big bird. We've had a jay. I actually had a jay on camera that I wanted to catch for a while. One of the main things I want to catch is on camera now is a fox. There's definitely foxes around, you can smell them. But I'm just not quite sure where they are. Saxon he's been working on his XP points. He's absolutely smashed it. God, 25 more points, Jamie. I keep checking it. You're almost there. Keep talking. So, earns your XP points. Jamie, yeah, you have. You've been cracking me up with it. And it's typical Jay's not being in to see it. You'll have to put it on your community page and tag Jay. Chimmy, how you doing, Chimmy? Boobies. Chimmy, we've had deer, we've had herons, we've had jays, and lots of cocks, loads of cock pheasants. There's loads in this field, hidden in the turnips. They come and fly into my garden and they'll want to have a feed around the bird feeders, but the dogs, being Labradors and from working dogs, they do like to try and catch them. Oh, never. Blue tits, yes. Got lots of blue tits. I've got at the minute loads of coal tits and great tits in the garden. Not so many blue tits yet, but they'll start hanging around. Sausage fest in the woods. I know, well, sorry, Carlisle is kind of the horizon that way. You've got the Lake District, far horizon. You can't really see the hills because it's rather cloudy. And all the horizon that way is Scotland. So you've got Gretna Green kind of over there-ish. Kama Sutra, have you opened a new page up? So there's more pheasants at the top here now. There's a pheasant shooting estate behind us where we're walking along. And pheasants are nomadic. They'll walk for the food and they'll keep going. So we do have a lot come through. Mrs. Reaper, lovely to have you in. Thank you so much for coming in. See you soon. Thank you. Oh, the goats and the horse. I keep forgetting the goats and the horse. We saw my horny friends. And Jamie is on to nearly 3,000 XP points. It's a miracle. So Hadrian's Wall runs along that tree edge, carries right on and out to the coast over there. It's about 4.5 miles to the nearest point of Hadrian's Wall. Emperor Hadrian's poor man's cheap wall of China. Sorry, I'm looking for cock. There's a cock pheasant in here and I can't quite see him yet, but he's right in this top edge. Very few hens. I haven't seen any hens. He's there somewhere. I can hear him. Just can't see him. The others have run downhill. Yes, XP points. Ah, I see him. Hang on. Mr. Pheasant, stay still. He's shouting. Where's he gone? Mr. Pheasant, stick your head back up. He's in there. Hang on. There's another one. Center of screen, a pheasant head will pop up in a sec. Down one of them chimneys, I know. Nice, took off hiding in the turnips. Yeah, the more you talk in chat, the more XP points that you get. What's Nessie's? She's on 300. Francois 225. Maradona 175. Chinu 150. Ashley 150. As is Jay, Mark and Steve. Cool. Truth Assessor's on 100. As is Randall. Adrian's on 75. Come back. Loads of pheasants in there. Loads of them. Yeah, pheasants, when you cook pheasant, it kind of lingers in your oven. My mum, Kevin, I'm from like gamekeeper stock, so pheasants were in like hundreds of thousands, literally. And my mum banned my dad from cooking pheasants because they absolutely stink when you cook them. Partridge don't, but pheasants do. Grouse. Grouse are strong. Chris, how you doing? Good afternoon. Damn it, Jamie, I keep checking your points, see if they've gone up. There should be a league table of points. Come back, Mr. Pheasant. Right, hang on, let me look down. And then look up. There he is. Centre screen. Hiding under the turnips, he's gone back in. Oh, nice one. What's the weather down like that way? Oh, there's loads of bugs. I need Jamie's points to move up. My dad's crashed the other way and talking him through on the phone and fixing it. I was like, oh. But he worked it out. I'm amazed that little old oak tree is still standing because it's battered and bruised, that tree. Oh, some of the dead wood's fallen from it. Well, the farmers cut it. Ah, he has. It's been a week. Jamie, keep talking. It doesn't look a bit, it's kind of warm here, it's weird. Them bugs are starting to make us itch, just seeing them. Jamie, you probably got as high as I can get, it doesn't go to. That's ladybirds, there's like loads of ladybirds flying. Ooh. Absolutely loads of ladybirds flying around. I don't know if you can see them. That's a big dog barking. Hi Jamie, I wonder if you broke it. No, do you know, I wish. Long, long way past that. Long way past that. Absolutely loads of ladybirds. And I'm annoying a robin, it can't come and eat them. Just over that Chinoo, yeah. There's loads of them flying. Loads of them. Must be the last thing before the winter. That Jeep's very white, standing out like a sore thumb. Aye, that's the way to do it. I haven't really seen, there's absolutely loads of butterflies. I seem to get really, really late tortoiseshell butterflies. But when all the flowers are just about done, I've got a few roses in flower, and I've got a few raspberries still in flower. I've got some really late raspberries on. So the butterflies actually feed off the rose hips. They'll drink the juice out of rose hips. Full of Range Rovers. There are some very fancy schmancy new Range Rovers knocking around. I don't want an electric car though. I do not want an electric car. They just don't appeal to me whatsoever. There he is. They'll beat the sides with the wings and it makes like a drum sound, and they'll start shouting. They'll also start shouting in the middle of the night when the temperature gets down to about freezing. Pheasants seem to wake up. Jimmy, they've deported her today. I got a notification through before just to say that she's been deported. I wasn't actually hungover after my son's wedding. I was amazed. I was the oldest person left standing out. I was well chuffed. Yes. There's already talk of another flotilla, isn't there? Israel had said to her that they would lock her up. They put her in the prison that they used for the terrorists, which they did. But they threatened her with a prison sentence, but she's got out of that. Loads of sweet chestnuts. They're really good this year. I'll have to take you to the Scary Wood. We'll go pick some more. I'll put some gloves on because they're lethal. Zach's in all the old folk started to peel off and go home. I was the last one standing, me and my older daughter. Stayed out for a couple after the wedding shut down. Watch me now roast some nuts. Hi Jamie, I think you broke it. Damn it. It's not moving. Not right here, but I've got lavender in the garden. Demi, good morning. Demi, I've got a pocket full of sweet chestnuts. I've got to cook. That's my plan. Yeah, I was the oldest one left standing. I was well impressed with myself. Everyone else had gone home. We went to the next pub. Exactly, Zaxon. The fireballs were slipping down, lovely. Nightly style. There were a lot of tequilas getting passed around as well at one point. That nearly got messy. Right, you lovely. I'm going to have to do a shoot. I need to get a drink before I have to go pick up short stuff. Jamie, damn it. Jamie, screenshot your XP. Can I screenshot it? Hang on. There, I've screenshot it. So thank you all for joining me. Been a blast as always. I'll clip the deer part. Did I swear? I don't think I swore, did I? I might have. Let's just see. There, I took a screenshot, Jamie, in case you didn't get one in time. So thank you all for joining me. I might be live tomorrow, depends on the weather. And I'll see you all then. So thank you for joining me. You all rock. Have a good one. All right.